The story of the T-34 tank sinking and recovery from the lake. On December 13, 1942, west of the village of Malakhovo in Russia, the T-34 76 tank Smelly advanced southward toward the Moscow-Riga highway, moving over the frozen surface of a lake. However, just 100 meters before reaching the southern shore, the ice gave way beneath it, and the tank plunged into the water. The crew managed to escape. It was later established that during the battle, Vladimir Mikhailovich Golovko, the tank's loader, sustained a head wound. Tragically, he succumbed to his injuries in the hospital on December 14, 1941. The rest of the crew emerged unscathed. It is believed that the tank did not sink immediately, but gradually overturned before settling upside down in the lake bed slit at a depth of 7 meters. Years later, search teams from Pskov, along with museum staff, discovered an official document confirming that the tank's decommissioning. Initial searches yielded no results until attention was drawn to a small peat island, overgrown with birch trees in the middle of the lake. Once the location was confirmed, a diver by the name of Achayny attached cables to the submerged tank. Slowly and carefully, it was dragged towards the shore. The tank's retrieval drew a large crowd. Several attempts were needed to lift it, as it became stuck when its turret struck solid ground near the shore. After adjustments to the towing cables, the T-34 was finally pulled out, emerging turret first. Excavation work followed to free the tank from the mud, and 2 bulldozers were used to flip it upright. Then, pulling it another 30 meters from the water's edge, the tank was rolled forward on its tracks, which, surprisingly, still rotated. The recovery event gathered around 500 spectators, locals, guests, members of various search parties, veterans, schoolchildren, and journalists. Approximately 11 television channels covered the operation. Cars of attendees lined the roadside for several kilometers. This was likely the only tank retrieval operation in the Pskov region that managed to attract such a large audience. Aided by the convenient location, the Moscow-Riga highway ran just 200 meters from the site, and the lake's natural basin formed a perfect viewing platform. Once the tank was recovered, an inspection of its compartments revealed refill cartridges in the toolbox, intact ammunition inside, diesel fuel in the tank, and, remarkably, no oil stains on the water surface. The driver's hatch opened with ease, but the turret hatch required more effort. Military personnel first unloaded and detonated the remaining ammunition, while the police confiscated the tank's machine guns. The T-34 is now fully restored and displayed in a museum. Researchers managed to find several photographs and film footage showing tanks being handed over to the 33rd Tank Brigade on September 26, 1942. Among them were T-70s, KV-1s, and T-34s, one of which was Smelly. Unfortunately, full records of the tank's combat history and crew remain incomplete and somewhat contradictory. Sergeant Vasily Martinovich Berezhnoy, the tank's driver-mechanic, a native of Krasnoarmeysk in the Stalingrad region, was killed on January 8, 1943. In the same battle, Lieutenant Andrei Timofeyevich Minin, commander of Smely and a native of Minina, Kotelnitsky district, Kirov region, sustained severe wounds and later died. No information could be found about the radio operator gunner, M.F. Terekhin. His name does not appear in records of irrecoverable losses from that period, leading to the speculation that he may have survived. Today, the tank stands fully restored in a museum, serving as a powerful relic of history. Thank you for reading, friends. If you'd like to support our channel, consider sending a super thanks or becoming a sponsor for just $1. Best wishes to all.